Hello everyone and welcome back to another reaction video. Today, the new FEH Channel has come out for book 4. I have not seen it yet. This is going to be really exciting. The new channel, it's about time we have another FEH Channel. I've said that a lot, but we don't, well, book 3 ended and now it's on for time for book 4. We got some new characters. I'm very excited, so let's start watching. Okay, it's starting. This is really cool. I'm excited. But like more than that though, because book three was a really good improvement of Faye. So we got Faye over there. So hopefully book 4 is pretty good.
I like to think back on all the good times we've shared. There's just something about the cold weather that makes me feel all fuzzy inside. Heartwarming nostalgia aside, I, Faye, have once again gathered some exciting news to share with all you summoners. Grab some cocoa and cozy up to the latest information on the Fire Emblem Heroes game. That's right, it's time for
December 4th. All right.
Wow, there's a lot to share. FEH Channel really is the gift that keeps on giving. Let's get started. In the latest version update.
Jeez, what is this?
Where did all these enemies come from?
Hold on. Back.
Phew. Now what do we have here?
Mjolnir
Strike. Oh, I see. Those enemies were part of a new event. In Mjolnir Strike, all you summoners must join forces to protect the Kingdom of Asker against a massive invading army. It looks like this horde was let loose by the god of war herself, Thor.
Brace phase.
Huh? Did I hear that right? What's a brace phase? I see. With the opposing army fielding so many soldiers, the first thing we should do is take an eagle-eyed look at who we're up against. Here we can see the commander who will be leading the troops. It looks like Narshan is in charge of the next invasion. Mjolnir Strike is split into 3 distinct active phases. First is the Brace phase. This is when players will get to see which enemies are getting ready to invade. You should use this time to check what you're up against and make sure you're prepared to take on any foe. Next up is the Shield phase. I hope you're good and braced, because this is when the enemy army will finally come knocking down your door. Protect the Kingdom of Asker with all your might. Finally, it's time for the Counter phase. This one takes place on the day after the Shield phase, and it's when you'll get to take the fight to the enemy using the Kingdom of Asker's super secret weapon. For those of you keeping score at home, battle during the Shield and Counter phases and use the downtime to recover and prepare. Now that we know what to expect from our enemies, let's brace ourselves for the Shield phase! This is Midgard's shield. It was built long ago right here in the Kingdom of Asker, and it's where you'll make your stand against the oncoming hordes. But that's enough admiring. We don't have much time before Narshan and his forces arrive, so we've got to prepare our defenses! Let's start by editing our defensive team. In Mjolnir Strike, you get to choose 8 heroes to deploy. The heroes are split into 4 sets of 2, and you'll need to pick carefully if you want to find a winning strategy. Heroes are deployed using the Pair Up ability, and each pair comes with a perk that will help them on the battlefield. For example, Alphonse and Sharena are in the defense position, so they'll be granted an additional 10 defense when deployed. These two would fight for Asker to the very end, so I'm sure they'd welcome some extra armor.
So everybody has para.
But what's that unusual symbol above Ephraim and Erica? Oh, I see. They're in the attack position. They get the ability to move freely in enemy ranks. That is, foes won't initiate combat against them. That means they can focus on dealing damage without worrying so much about their defenses. A hero's role doesn't only determine what they can do in combat, but it also determines where their pair can be placed on the battlefield. Enemies start in the upper part of the map and work their way down. Heroes in the attack position can only move within the top 3 rows of the map, which we can see here in red. It's their job to get the first attack in on your enemies before they reach your defensive line. Heroes in the speed, defense, and resistance positions can only move in the bottom 5 rows of the map shown here in blue. They're responsible for putting a stop to the enemy's advance. If these heroes fail, Asker is going to find itself in a whole world of trouble.
I wonder how this works.
Right. I think my team is ready. Oh, and one more thing to keep in mind. Mythic heroes may get strong stat bonuses when you use them on the map. Here we go! Oh, I'm so nervous! I know! Let's test our defenses first! Intermediate difficulty should be enough.
Indeed.
Take this! And that! Oh no, Varian! Say, you bird brain! Wait! It looks like a pair's cohort can keep fighting, even if the leader is defeated! Alright, Air, I'm counting on you! Give him... Huh? Oh no! Those gateways are what we're here to protect!
Some 10 out of 10 acting.
This isn't good! We need to protect at least one gateway for 7 turns if we want to win! I thought I had everything figured out! What could I have missed? What's this? Mechanisms? Say! I knew I shouldn't have skimmed over that part. There sure are a lot of different mechanisms, aren't there? That pyre looks like one of Muspel's treasures! Could it have something to do with Surtur?
Well, yes, of course it does.
Ooh, I'm getting goosebumps just thinking about it. Placing this mechanism on the map will give us a bonus in battle, so... There we go. All right! I'm ready for you now, Narshan! You don't stand a chance.
Okay, so there's like a fire, there's the Muspel Tower, and then
bring
Ice Tower, which is probably Nifle. Or Niffle.
Mjolnir's strike, the first battle, shield phase.
Narshan and his forces are finally here. Let's give them a warm welcome, shall we? But I don't want to get burned. Let's start with beginner difficulty this time.
Leave it to me.
How's this?
Consider it done.
And that!
I see.
That was quick.
Phew! We managed to drive them back! We're really heating up now! Let's try advanced difficulty this time. Hey! This is pretty tough! Yikes! The enemies are already putting on the pressure. What should I do? That's right! Mechanisms to the rescue! First, we tap the Muspel Pyre. Then we tap the activation button that appears. Burn till nothing remains!
Okay.
Scatter like ash! Now that our mechanism weakened the enemies, our heroes can finish them off!
As you
Here
will.
we go! Is everyone okay? Don't worry, I'll fix you right up using Life's Jewel.
Consider it done.
Hang in there, Altina.
By these twin blades.
It's over! Phew! We somehow managed to drive
All
them
right.
back. And look, our score went way up. Not too bad, huh? The counter phase should be a blast.
Oh, it's counter
Mjolnir
different
Strike,
then.
the second battle. Counter phase.
It's time to see what Midgard's shield can do. During the shield phase, energy given off in the battle is collected and stored deep within Midgard's shield. Then, when it's time for the counter phase, the energy is converted into offensive power. That offensive power is weaponized and loaded into a
look at that.
giant cannon with
It's got a
enough
bunch of
range to
shields.
hit the enemy encampment. I like to call the cannon the Asker Blaster. It can attack one time for each counter arrow shown here. All right, enough chit-chat. Time to test this baby out.
I'll open the way.
Here comes the sunshine! Fire! Hey! What fearsome strength! And that's why I call it the Asker Blaster! Oh, I almost forgot. That cannon has enough range to shoot straight into other worlds. That means Narshen's camp is in the range of every player's counter arrows, not just yours. There's also a bonus. When all players focus their shot, players can generate combos by firing their cannons together each hour, allowing them to deal even more overall damage. The overall damage done by the Kingdom of Asker is calculated hourly, with each hour's combo bonus taken into account. Hey, it looks like Narshen won't give up without a fight. He managed to turn the tables. If the counter phase ends with the Kingdom of Asker inflicting less damage than the enemy, well, it's bad news for us. So let's give it all we've got. Ready the cannon!
I'll open the way.
Spring, and fire! Aha! When all hope seemed lost, we were able to use the weaker bonus to inflict
Like
massive
the
damage.
multiplier. Okay.
If the Kingdom of Asker inflicts more damage than the enemy by the time the counter phase ends,
This new game
we
is
win!
freaking whack.
And this time it looks like we pulled through.
Rest.
But we've never seen it before, so it's interesting.
Mjolnir's strike is over, and it's finally time to rest. Narshen was a lot tougher than I expected, but we pulled through. Oh, right. You probably want something for all that hard work, huh? No worries. Rewards are available to anyone who participates in these battles. There are two kinds of rewards. The first are tier rewards. Players who participate in the shield phase will be assigned a tier based on the score earned in their defense battle. Different tiers
Dragon flowers
offer
are
different
good, but what about
rewards.
orbs?
A player's tier can fluctuate based on their rank. Where have I seen a system like this before? Oh, of course, the arena. And what have we here? Divine codes. It doesn't look like we can use these now, but it can't hurt to stock up for later. The second kind are Asker level
Just a bunch of feathers.
rewards.
That's cool.
Everyone shares the same Asker level.
Gotta make your plus 10
and you'll
characters
all
somehow.
receive better rewards the higher it goes. Work together with your fellow summoners to get it as high as you can. Phew, that was a lot to take in.
There was a lot for that game
I want
mode.
to take
There was a
advantage
lot,
of the
man.
rest period and catch a quick nap, but you probably want to know when Mjolnir's strike starts, don't you? Well, ta-da! Mjolnir's strike starts at 11 p.m. Pacific time on December 8th. The first brace phase will start right after the version update goes live. Make sure you prepare your defenses. I'll be sharpening my talents right there alongside you, summoners. Next up,
Okay, on to the update. Second part of the update.
it's
I wonder
time for
if
even more
maybe some new
info
people
on the
get some
next version
refined. I would love that.
update.
I would love that.
Oh, this is Altina's profile screen, isn't it? Faye, I think looks like we can learn and change skills right
I like
from this
that.
screen now. Let's try changing a skill. Oh, skills aren't the only thing we can change. I spot sacred seals, too. We can even change entire skill sets. All of this can be done anywhere and anytime before you head out to battle. If you're not in the middle of a battle, simply tap on the hero's icon to bring up their profile screen and customize away. It's probably a good idea to have a skill set ready to go for any occasion. Moving on.
Ooh, Fire Emblem Thracia 776.
Introducing new heroes from the Fire Emblem Thracia 776 game. Let's take a look at them.
More Reinhardt, please.
First up is Abel, the mistress of Fianna. She's a swordswoman of incredible strength who single-handedly saved the village of Fianna from bandits, then helped build it back up. She's a kind woman who leads the Fianna Freeblades and took in Leaf and company when they were on the run from the Granvale Empire. She looks so strong and radiant,
Atone for your
almost like a
crimes.
goddess. Next
Hey,
up is
I like
Mareeta.
her.
I can't believe how calm and collected she always looks. When she was young, Abel saved her from a life of slavery, and afterward she was raised as Abel's adopted daughter. She has devoted herself to a life of training, hoping to get closer to her foster mother by better understanding the way of the sword. She's related to Ira and likely harbors
Defending those in
limitless
need.
potential. This is Ocean. He's a member of the Fianna Freeblades.
Wow, he's got
and
muscles.
takes to the battlefield wielding his beloved axe, the Vouge. He's absolutely overflowing with fighting spirit, and watching him hack and slash away gets his comrades' blood pumping. I'm sure he'll be a great asset
Well, he's got
to the
this encounter.
Order of Heroes. And here's Tanya. She's the daughter of a former bandit leader and hails from Mount Viledrake near the village of Fianna. She's hot-headed and strong-willed and can usually be found bickering with Ocean. She gets on his case a lot, but it's only because she cares so much about him. This new hero summoning event runs from 11 p.m. Pacific time on December 5th to 10:59 p.m. Pacific time on December 24th.
That's some pretty good characters right
You'll
there.
get to learn more about their skills in an introductory video that's coming soon. We're almost at the end, but I suddenly feel so sleepy. Can't keep eyes open.
Come on, Faye. Wake up, Faye. Ooh. Not actual gameplay footage. Alright. I'm assuming we have some new characters. Don't do drugs, kids. Like, what is going on here? Yeah, Alphonse and Train are getting, like, very strangely... It's like a dream, almost. And they have wings? Okay, now there's a dark mist. What is that gonna do? That's some interesting music, for sure. These fights are very three-dimensional. They're not just fought on the ground, they're like in the air, twirling around. Not Alphonse. Alphonse has suffered enough, guys.
no dream. Summoners, your saga continues in Book 4.
Book 4!
Book 4 takes place
What's it about?
in Leozelthamer, the realm of dreams.
It was dreams!
Is that Sharena, I see? And who is that with her? Oh, it's Pheony. Pheony is a Leozelpher, an inhabitant of the realm of dreams. Doesn't her hair look just like flowers? How sweet! If Pheony came here from the realm of dreams, then that must mean we're looking at the realm of dreams right now. Alphonse is charging ahead toward those two mysterious figures, and he's got his sword and shield at the ready. Oh no! That must mean that these two coming to face him are anything but friendly. I see now. Their names are Triandra and Plumeria. They look a lot like Pheony. Are they?
They look like Britton default
too?
characters.
No, they seem a lot more sinister and cold. They must be Dukelfer. Summoners, beware. They may be enchanting, but every rose has its thorns. If you're not careful, you might get stuck. There's a shadowy castle descending from the sky. It looks a lot more ominous than the bright and beautiful one on the ground. Ooh, I've got a bad feeling about this. It looks like the Order of Heroes might get mixed up in another tough situation. Book 4 story begins on December 5th at
December
11 p.m. Pacific time. Didn't I already talk about the new hero summoning event featuring heroes from Thracia starting on December 5th at 11 p.m. Pacific time? That's strange because Book 4 opens at... Oh my! It seems Pheony will be part of this summoning event as well. Oh, Faye, you silly owl. I must have dreamed
combined
of the
into one,
summoning
huh?
banner I
Alright.
showed you earlier. This is the real one. Ha-ha! I almost forgot the most important part. If you clear Chapter 1 of Book 4, Pheony will join you as a 5-star hero. She is a light-type mythic hero and a dancer.
She's a dancer!
And starting on December 5th at 11 p.m. Pacific time, there will be a login bonus celebrating the beginning of Book 4. You can receive 2 orbs each day for a total of up to 20 orbs. Do your best.
Free
to
orbs,
check
guys,
every
free orbs.
day.
Let's go!
Grow Pheony into the best hero she can be.
Gotta get all of those orbs for those 3 houses characters.
That's all for today.
Oh, that's the end of it.
The world of Book 4 is like a fantastic dream, and I'm so excited to see where we go from here. It's that time again. I wonder if I'll get to finish up the rest of that dream. Maybe I'll hibernate through the rest of winter.
Oh, she's thinking about summer again. Well, we got some more Thracia characters. Book 4. That's pretty awesome, guys. I am excited about that. That's going to be very interesting. Especially with how that's going to last for like a whole year. That's the whole next year of Fire Emblem Heroes. And it's going to be about dreams and don't do drugs. Very, very cool. So, if you guys enjoyed this video, you should hit the like button down below. Let me know what you thought, if I should do more of these in the future. Subscribe if you want to see all the videos that I make and when they go up. And thank you guys so much for joining me, and have a great day.